Many people go through great lengths to try to change the world for the better somehow. Some devote their whole lives to helping other people, raising money for different charities, traveling around the world to help impoverished communities, although that sometimes goes awry. Some have a big impact through their occupation. They can become a therapist, for instance, and help others improve their mental health in a life-changing manner, or even become a doctor and literally save hundreds of lives. And alternatively, you can be kinda useless. You can be like most people really and have a relatively meaningless job and spend most of your free time eating Doritos. Now, the purpose of this video isn't to say that's a bad thing and you should feel ashamed of your meaningless existence, but rather to point out that's just reality for the most part. And I think that's an important thing for us to be aware of. We sometimes have the illusion that we are the reincarnation of Jesus Christ himself just because we helped an old lady cross the street once, or because we donated blood once 5 years ago, or because we gave a nice piece of advice to someone. But we all know that's most likely not the case. When everything is going wrong in that old lady's life, she isn't going to be thinking, well, at least that guy helped me cross the street 5 years ago, you know, it could be worse. So yeah, small acts of kindness are lovely, and they do make a difference. But objectively speaking, they're most likely not going to be the main way through which you're going to impact the world. Volunteering, charity work, everyone should do it for multiple reasons. But again, same thing. Unless you're going really hard on it, it's unlikely that will be your biggest legacy either. So what is the biggest influence that you're going to have during your lifetime? Well, there is a way through which we're all pretty much guaranteed to leave a mark on this planet. And it doesn't matter if you're selfish or if you don't even care about having an impact, it's going to happen anyway. And it's going to happen through one thing. Relationships. I realize this sounds like an anticlimactic conclusion, but it's such an obvious thing to us that I think we just don't think about it and we end up taking it for granted. We are social animals, so our brains are naturally wired to care a lot about this stuff. Unlike in the old lady example, when everything is falling apart, people will find comfort in the fact that they have a great friend, or a great family, or a great significant other. And alternatively, people will be miserable, sometimes for years of their lives, if they have a particularly bad experience with a relationship. And hell, if you're a bad parent, you can leave someone with scars that could last a lifetime, potentially. So the lessons of today are: number 1, treat the people around you well. 2, you really shouldn't have cheated on me, Sarah. That was kind of fucked up. 3, you should be a good parent, I guess. Those are really the most important things that... Yeah, can someone get me a napkin, please?